Good morning, my friends. Welcome to the special episode of Kevin at 7. How long is it going to take you to succeed? Why do we go so slow? Why do we move so slowly toward success? Guys, I look at my life. I'm 58 years old. I'll be 59 years old in a month. Next month, February, I turn 59. That's crazy. I have been wanting to succeed my whole life. Now, by most standards, today I would be considered successful. I consider myself today to be successful. I consider myself today to be successful, but compared to what? And compared to what my goals are and what my dreams are, I still have a long ways to go. So why do we take so long to succeed? There are people out there who succeed blindingly fast, right? You've seen them and and it looks like they came out of nowhere. It's like overnight successes. Now, the reality is it isn't overnight. Okay, so when we talk about taking a long time to succeed, we look at somebody and we go like, wow, they came out of nowhere. It's like a year ago, I never even heard of them, and now they're massive. Well, most massive success doesn't happen in a year. It may show up in a year, but it happens over years, periods of time. So there is no shortcut to success, but there is a more direct path than most of us take. So it's like, today I want to talk about why do we move so slow to being successful? How many of you right now, welcome and good to see all of you guys this morning. Thank you for joining me as you come on. Post in the comments where you are from. And do you feel like, how do you feel about your journey to success? Do you feel like you are moving fast? Do you feel like it's taking longer than you thought? How do you feel? Because see, to me, it just seemed like it's always taken longer than I think it should take. And I look at it and I go like, okay, I can see reasons why. But I want to dive today into what are the big reasons. Like it's not, well, the economy shifted. Okay, good. So the economy, COVID happened. Okay, COVID happened. Housing market, interest rates. We can blame it on all kinds of stuff. But the reality is, while COVID set a lot of people back on their journey to success, there are other people that COVID catapulted them to massive levels of success and accelerated their growth in ways that would have never happened otherwise. So right now, as you're reading this, how do you feel about your journey to your success? Do you feel like it's taking longer than you expected? And what do you think is slowing you down? If you could identify, what are the 2 or 3 things that have slowed me down the most? What would you say it is? So type your answers in the comments. I want to see if I can get some engagement going here. Good morning, guys. Welcome. Got people from all over the place, from India, from Orange County, California, Columbus, Ohio. Good morning. Good morning, Katie. Good morning from Singapore. I got people from Singapore, from Toronto, from Canada, from the Philippines. Oh my gosh, you guys are all over the place. CC Baez, good to see you. So how do you feel about your journey to success? How do you feel about it? So I'm going to talk about 3, this would be 4. I'm going to talk about 3 reasons we move too slow, that we move too slow in our journey to success. And even as I'm doing this, I'm thinking of additional reasons. So I'm going to give you my first reason. The first reason most people move too slow to success is they don't know what they want. They don't know what they want. Like, I don't know what I want to be successful. I wanted this, but I don't know what I want. And that's the first reason. Like, here's the deal. If you don't have a target, you're not going to hit it. It's impossible to hit a target you do not have. So you're like, I have this idea of I want to be successful and I want to make a lot of money, but you don't have a clear picture of an idea of a burning desire of this is what I want. Now, Napoleon Hill, in all of his training, he said, all achievement begins with a burning desire. You got to know what you want. You got to have something that you want, and you got to want it so badly you can't sleep. You can't think about anything else. This is what I want. This is my burning desire. So that's the first step, is you got to have a burning desire. Now let me see what you guys are saying. Welcome. Good morning, guys. Thanks for sharing with me. I don't feel like I am where I need to be. It's taking too long. Okay, good. So why? What do you feel like is slowing you down? Okay, please give me a success. I'm just 16 years old. Nice. Karen, awesome. Welcome. Glad to have you join me. Both new to real estate and learning to balance the business and make valuable connections. Good. I'm slowing me down. Latasha says, it's me. I'm slowing me down. Yes. So the first thing that slows us down, we don't know what we want. So we just spend our time going like this. We're just kind of all over the place because we don't have clarity. We don't have clarity about this is where I'm going. So it's like if you have a clear destination, this is what I want. This is what I'm going to get. It's amazing how fast we can put all of our resources, all of our thoughts, all of our focus to make that happen. And boom, 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 boom. Things can fall into place like that. Why? Because I don't think about anything else. So first is clarity. If you don't have clarity, you're not, see the thing about a laser, what makes a laser so powerful is it's completely focused, where it takes all of the energy and it harnesses it into one hyper-focused laser stream of light that can literally cut metal. Why? Because it's focused. So what we've got to have is a clear vision of what I want so that I can focus everything to get it. When I'm like, well, I want to be successful, I want to help people, but I don't have a clear way of doing that, then all my energy is just scattered. And you take light and you just scatter it. It may light up some things, but it doesn't really move anything. You take light and you focus it in like with a magnifying glass, and it can literally burn, can literally create fire. But you take it and focus it in even more with a laser, and it can cut steel. It becomes insanely powerful. So number one, we move too slow because you don't know what you want. You don't know where you're going. Like I'm just coasting. I'm just drifting. Okay, it is one of the great dangers of life is just drifting and not knowing where you're going. Okay, let's get to number two. Number one, let's just say, okay, I figured out what I want. I've got the clear vision. I want this. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to be. I want to be a successful real estate agent. Okay. What is the second reason that slows us down and makes it take us so long and we go so slowly towards success? Here's the second reason. You don't trust yourself. You don't trust yourself. This is how so many of you come to me, and you go to coaches and you go to trainers, and you go to gurus, and you're like, I need help. How do I succeed? And what we are looking for is a strategy. We're looking for like, show me the path. Show me the magic bullet. Show me what to do. And these agents come to me all the time with this, like, tell me what to do. And the problem is I can tell you what to do. I can give you the strategy, I can give you the path, but you don't trust yourself. So when I tell you that when we share with you a path, we're like, this is the path to build a 7-figure business. How do we know it? Because it's proven. It's built many people's 7-figure businesses. It works over and over and over again. And if you do it, and when you do it, it works every single time. Well, why don't you do it? And it's not that you're not smart enough. It's not that you're not good enough or talented enough. It's that you don't believe. You may have faith in me. You may have faith in the coach. You may have faith in the guru, but you don't have faith in yourself. And you're like, well, what if? And you don't believe in yourself. So here's the thing, guys. You got to shift the belief in yourself. Now, how do I get more belief in myself? You got to change your story. Your story is what you tell yourself about yourself. Your story is what you tell yourself about anything. It's what you believe at a core level. What do I believe about me? Well, I believe I'm not very good. I believe I'm not very confident. I believe I'm not very powerful. If that is your belief, that is your story, that there's nothing that can overcome that until you change your story. How do I change my story? You change your story by declaration, visualization, association, and action. These are the 4 great transformers. I've talked about this in the past. You got to change what you say, which is declarations. Napoleon Hill in his book called Think and Grow Rich called it the power of auto-suggestion. It is a declaration that says, this is who I am, and it says it with force and verve, declaring it with emotion, with intensity. This is what Muhammad Ali did as a boxer. I am the greatest. I am the greatest. He was literally changing his story every single time he said it. He was creating his story, his belief in his head. You want to move faster, you got to talk to yourself more with what you need and what you want, not what you don't want. So you have to declare absolute confidence and certainty. Not it's impossible. Nothing is impossible. I am possible, not impossible. I'm possible. I am the best. So you got to change your story from not trusting yourself to trusting yourself. And you do that through declarations. You do it through visualizing yourself, visualization of seeing yourself successful, association of getting around people who are successful, who will sow that belief into you and have harmony of thought with you in that. This is why you need mentors. This is why you need coaches. This is why you need powerful association. Okay, this is why I trained. This is why, for those of you that are feeling this right now, going like, I need to change my confidence. Join me for Agent Mastery Live. This is what I've been working on for years, is to help real estate agents win and realizing that the first thing you got to do is you got to change your story. You've got to get to where you believe in yourself. If you don't trust in yourself, you're going to procrastinate, you're going to drift, you're going to dodge things, you're going to just kind of hide out. This is why you procrastinate. You procrastinate not because you don't want to do something, but because you're afraid, because you don't trust yourself. So the second thing that slows you down, number one is you don't know what you want. Number two is you don't believe. You don't trust yourself. Okay, here's the third reason. If I'm hitting this, just type in the comments true. Am I hitting this? Am I hitting this? Yes, John, tell yourself you're the best every day. Then you will start to believe it. This is the power of thinking. The book by Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. Thoughts become things. When you think something hard enough, strong enough, with enough intensity and emotion, it becomes your belief. Okay? And this is proven. This is neuroscience. You can literally change what you believe by repetition of thought and emotion. Just over and over and over again. Okay, number three. Here's the third reason we move slow. It's FOPO. 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 What is that? Fear of other people's opinions. Yep, fear of other people's opinions. You don't trust yourself, and so what do? You seek validation from other people. You're like, I need somebody else tell me it's all right. I need somebody else tell me what to do. I need somebody else tell me I'm doing the right thing. I was a master of this, of FOPO, of fear of other people's approvals, of other people's opinion. This was how I lived my life. I was always trying to make sure everybody else liked what I was doing. And if everybody else said I was doing great, then I must be doing great. But what that grows out of, the second problem, which is I don't trust myself. So one of the things I've been working on and learning for years is learning to trust myself. And it's literally been over the last 24 months that I feel like I've had a growing business for over 10 years now as a real estate coach. And it's like, I have been successful by almost all standards. Have multi seven-figure income, multi-million-dollar business, multi-millionaire. And like, I am successful but I still have struggled with this, fear of other people's opinions. And especially the people that are close to you, right? The people that are close to you, the people that you believe in, those are the ones that you're like, well, what about, what if? You worry about their ideas. Here's the reason you don't trust yourself. So number two, you got to trust yourself. And then number three, you got to stop worrying about other people's opinions. You want to move faster, you got to trust yourself. And then you got to go like, okay, what's the right move? Instead of going like, what do you think I should do? Do you think this is the right thing for me to do? Instead of looking around for everybody else to approve of you, you have to approve. That's it. You trust your opinions. Trust your own gut. Trust your own inner certainty. Trust the voice. Trust God's leading inside of you. This has been hard. I've always been, I used to be a preacher. I was a Christian. I am a Christian. And I'm a strong believer. And I'm like, okay, God, guide me, godly. And I would ask God for God's guidance, but then I wouldn't trust his guidance. I was looking for everybody else's opinions. Like, if you believe in God, and you believe God guides you, then why don't you trust him to guide you and stop looking for everybody else's opinions, for everybody else's approval? All you need is your approval and God's approval. That's it. And then go. This, my friends, is called faith. Faith. According to your faith will it be done to you. Well, if you're full of uncertainty and doubt, and you're worried about other people's opinions, you got no faith. Faith is certainty. It is trusting in the guidance inside of you. That's what faith is. Faith is not listening to other people's opinions, waiting for everybody else to agree or approve or to tell you what they think, to tell you you should do this. It's you trusting you. All you got to do is trust yourself enough to say like, okay, I know this is the right path for me. And then forget other people's approvals or other people's opinions. Just go. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't listen to feedback and certainly seek out advice and coaching from mentors and people that have fruit on their tree. But stop defining what you're going to do based on what everybody else thinks. Okay, if this is making sense to you guys, type in the chat true. Let me see this. Yep, facts. Good. Stamp that. I love it. Okay. All right, good. Good. Okay. Now, here's the fourth thing that's causing you to slow down. This makes you go too slow. You guys ready? Here it is. And I want you to type this in. It's waiting for someone else to bring the miracle. You're waiting for a miracle worker. You're waiting for somebody else to bring you the solution. You're waiting for the miracle to come from someone else. Like, I just need, God, give me a miracle. Give me a sign. And here's the deal. Here's what God is saying to you. You're the miracle worker. Stop waiting for somebody to bring you the miracle. Stop waiting for me to do the miracle. You do the miracle. You are the miracle worker. Guys, you are the one. If you want to succeed, God has given you the ability and the capacity to succeed. He's given you things in your heart that you want, but you're afraid of them. And so you're like, I don't know what I want. The truth is probably deep down inside of you, you know what you want. But you've stuffed what you want. You've turned it off. You've hidden it. You've boxed it away and locked it up. Why? Because you were afraid other people would judge you or criticize you or make fun of you or doubt you. So because of your FOPO, your fear of other people's opinions, you have shut off for most of your life what you really want. This is what I did. Shut it off. I couldn't listen to it. I couldn't hear what I wanted. I was so worried and attached to everybody else's opinions, what they thought, and doing what everybody else thought I should do, that I wouldn't just trust myself and go like, that's what I really want to do. This is where I really feel that I am led. This is where I feel called. This is where I feel that I'm supposed to go. People go, yeah, but what about this? Why not this? Why don't you do it this way? Well, you know that if you do it that way, you're probably going to fail. Do you know what the odds are? Do you know how hard it's going to be? Do you know what's happening in the real estate market? Are you an idiot? And everybody else is questioning you. And so you start questioning yourself rather than trusting yourself. So now to reiterate, I'm going to turn this around from, instead of saying, why do we move so slow? Why do we go so slow toward our success? I'm going to turn this around and say, how do I go fast? How can I accelerate my journey to success? And I'm going to recap the 4 principles that we talked about today. But instead of saying, why do they slow you down? It's like, how do you make them accelerate you? So number one, figure out what it is you really want. Like, what do you really want? What do you want? Not what anybody else thinks, not what anybody else says, not what anybody else's expectations are, not what you think would make other people happy. Screw all of that. Forget all of that. What makes you happy? What lights you up? What secret hidden desires do you have that you should pursue? I know this is scary. But first, what do you want? You got to get clear about what it is you want. Number 2, trust yourself. Trust your own gut. Trust your own intuition. Trust your own ability. Trust God's work inside of you. Number 3, forget other people's opinions. So now, instead of FOPO being fear of other people's opinions, how about this? FOPO is forget other people's opinions. Just forget them. Forget about them. I don't need your approval. I don't care what they think. If you know it's what you want, trust yourself to go get it. And it doesn't matter what your parents think. It doesn't matter what your spouse thinks. It doesn't matter what your friends think. Okay? Not when it comes to you choosing the life that you want to create for yourself. Not when it comes to your dreams. You have to be honest with yourself and trust yourself. Forget other people's opinions. And then finally, number 4, stop waiting for the miracle to come from somewhere else. You be the miracle. You create the miracle. You just look at it and go like, I trust me. I can do this. Now, to put it in some cliche phrases, what the mind of man can conceive and believe it can achieve. So I can conceive it. This is what I want. I can believe it. I trust myself. I trust God. I don't care about other people's opinions. I can achieve it. I am the achiever. I am the miracle worker. I am the creator. My friends, you have inside of you this amazing ability to create results, but you got to trust yourself and be willing to take action on it. You be the miracle worker. This is a message I got from God this last year. It was like, I'm always looking for like, who's the guru that can help me? And it was like, God said to me, he's like, you're still waiting for a miracle. You're still waiting for somebody else to work the miracle. You're looking for somebody else to create miraculous results in your life and in your business. You are the miracle. You are the miracle worker. You're the one that can go out and create a result. Okay? You're like, well, yeah, but I can't do miracles. I can't do, yes, you can. Okay, well, what about God? Well, God made you in his image. In his image. Who is God? God is a creator. He is a miracle worker. He created creators. He didn't create peasants. He didn't create people that can't do anything. He created people to be able to do things, to be fruitful and multiply. Be fruitful means to produce fruit. To multiply means have kids, have babies, but you can also create fruit beyond having babies. You can create everything that you see around you in this world was created by a creator. When I look at the trees, I believe those are created by a creator. But when I look at this house, it was also created by a creator. There was an architect that created a concept. There was a builder, contractor, subcontractor that created all this, that brought it into reality because they had a vision and because they believed and because they went to work to make it happen. And the architect did not create this based on what other people's opinions were. The contractor, when he was building, he didn't build it based on other people's opinions. He had a plan and he followed the plan. You got to trust yourself, trust your plan, and go build something. Build something great. If you want help, definitely get help. I'm not saying you shouldn't look for help. You want coaching, you want a mentor, you got it. Join me for Agent Mastery Live. If you're a real estate agent and you want help to help you do this, I can help you. But I can't do it for you. I'm not the miracle worker. I'm not your savior. Okay? But I can help you learn to trust yourself. Figure out what it is you want and go create it. So you can go to agentmasterylive.com and get your ticket. But today, you got to look at yourself and say, why am I going so slow toward my success? And what do I need to change? Have you been unclear about what you want? Have you been not trusting yourself? Have you been worrying about what other people think? Have you been waiting for somebody else to bring you the miracle? All those you got to change. Let them go. Trust yourself. Get clear about what you want. Trust yourself. Forget other people's opinions. And you go create the miracle of your future.